Hey there, this is Seth, and today I want to talk to you about a very, very important aspect of any real estate professional's business, and that is their selling website. And I don't care if you're into flipping houses, or if you're a real estate agent, or if you're doing wholesaling or rental properties, or even vacant land like I am. No matter who you are, no matter what your situation is, we all need to have a selling website, whether you realize it or not. A selling website is a huge and very influential tool that can be used to leverage the power of the internet. And as pretty much anybody knows, the internet is by far the place where everybody is looking for properties when they're trying to buy real estate. And as you probably know, if you've looked into real estate websites on any level, there are a lot of options out there. There are all kinds of ways that you can get your first website up and running. Today I'm going to talk to you about one option that I know about that I've found to be extremely helpful. And this is actually the exact service that I am using as I'm creating my new selling website. And the service here is called Propeller. And the reason I like this service a lot is because it takes all of the guesswork and hassle out of creating a website that looks awesome and is very, very functional and easy to use. And I actually had to learn this lesson the hard way. Back when I set up my first selling website, I actually hired somebody to custom build my website for me. And it cost me $1,500, and the end product was a website that actually looked very, very good, but it wasn't all that functional. It didn't work that well. It was really hard to create listings and make them look right. And unfortunately, it ended up being just a colossal waste of my money because I was trying to find the right solution in the wrong place. And the nice thing about Lead Propeller is that this is all they do. They specialize in real estate websites for the purpose of buying real estate, selling real estate, and collecting leads. And I'm actually going to take you through the exact process that I just went through to build my website. And as you're going to see, it is a very simple, straightforward process. It is going to take us a few minutes to get through it, but as you'll see, if you're willing to stick with me, I'm going to show you, literally step by step, exactly what I did and just how quickly it goes and how it's really not that much work to get a very, very good looking website up and running in a matter of minutes. So if this is something that you're looking to do for yourself as well, all you got to do once you get to this website is go right up here where it says websites, and then we're going to click on house selling websites. And we're actually not going to be selling houses in my example, we're going to be selling land. But as you'll see, this kind of template can be used for pretty much any one of the major types of real estate. The first thing you're going to see after you click on that is this page right here, and it actually shows you several different templates that you can choose from, all of which are going to make it very easy. And I'll just click on a couple of these just to give you an idea for what they look like. This is one of the templates, and as you're going to see, we can change all of the wording in here very easily. We can change the pictures, change pretty much anything and everything here, but it's going to follow this same general template. And here's one other example, the grand template. Looks like that. You can kind of check out these. This is what the listing pages look like. Once you click on those, you can see some really nice pictures, video, overview of all the contact information. It also comes with this property map if you want to use that, where you can see little pinpoints of all the properties that you currently have listed. And then you can also check out this contact page where it just lists out all the details of how to get a hold of you. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And for all intents and purposes, that's really all you need to have in a selling website. It doesn't need to be complicated by any stretch of the imagination, but it does have to have some very key functionality components to it. And when it comes to that functionality and design put together, I just think Lead Propeller has this mastered. So with that said, I'm going to go back here to this sales page, and then we're going to go down here and click on this item right here. And when we get to this page, we're just going to choose our domain name. If you already have a domain name like I do, you can just click right here and then transfer it from wherever it currently is. Or you can choose this one right here as well. But since I'm actually creating a new website, just for this example to show you how to do it, I'm going to just pick a new domain name right here. I'll pick landmarksellers.com, check for the availability of that. And there we go, Landmark Sellers. We will click to continue. Okay, now when you get to this page, you're going to go ahead and fill out all your information, make sure the order looks correct. And one very important thing that you're going to want to do is to go right here in the promotional code field, and you're going to type in this code, REtipster, just like that, and then click validate code. And then as you'll see, that will instantly take off 75% from your first month of the subscription. So if you just want to kind of check it out and get a feel for it, you can do it for a lot cheaper if you put in that promotional code. So then you're going to go ahead and fill out all this information right here. And then we're going to scroll down here and enter in our number. And then click this box right there and then hit complete order. Okay, then once you're in and you're on the other side of that checkout page, you're going to see a message that looks like this. And if you want, you can go ahead and click down here and watch a huge library of different tutorial videos where they will show you pretty much everything you need to know about how to get your website set up in just the right way that you want it to be. But if you're ready to rock like I am, you can just go right here to start now and move on to the next steps. Step one is just filling out all of your contact information. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my email address right here. And then I would go ahead and put in my target city and state, whatever that happens to be. In my case, it's Grand Rapids, Michigan, but you would put whatever market you're working in. And then we would put in our business address right here. Since this is just an example, I'm going to put 1234 Anywhere Street, just like that. And then we would put our phone numbers right here. And then the same thing with a fax number if you got one. And then we will hit save. And then we go to step 2. And then this is where we actually pick the template that we're going to use. And the one that I'm going to use is this one right here, the Sharp template. I just kind of like the look of that. And then step 3. This is where all the magic starts to happen. This is where you're going to go here and click on customize your site. And this is how we will start to make all of the intricate changes that we want to make to our website and template before it actually goes live. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Okay, so this is what the website looks like in its raw form before we've done anything to it. So I'm just going to show you just how simple it is to get in here and start changing the words around and changing the pictures and changing everything to look the way you want it to. So just starting right here, I'll click on this little headline. And I don't really want it to say that because I'm not doing a house selling website. Mine is just with vacant land. And in my case, my target audience for vacant land is always going to be either investors or people who want to own land as like a retreat, like a home away from home, like a private getaway type thing. So with that in mind, I'm going to just tailor the wording of my website to talk to those specific types of buyers. So I would change this to say something like this. And then when I'm done with that, I just click done right there. If I want to change this, I would click on that. And then I would say, you've come to the right place. And then click done there. And it's as simple as that. And then when it comes to my logo, I'm going to go up here, click on this. And then it's currently hidden. So I'm going to say show element. And then that's going to allow me to actually replace this image with an actual logo. So I actually have a logo that I've created. And something to keep in mind with the logos on these websites is that they need to be sized very specifically. I think the size is 50 pixels tall by 200 pixels wide. And it actually took me a little bit of time to get my image framed exactly like that. So if you're actually paying somebody to create a logo for you, it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly 50 pixels by 200 pixels because that's actually a very small image. But it should have those same proportions so that you can get in there and just very simply shrink that image down to the exact right size it needs to be. So in my case, I've already done that. So I'm just going to go click right here and then I'm going to upload an image. And I've got my image set aside right here. So I'm just going to take this and drag it right in there. And then there we go. My brand for this example website is Landmark Sellers. And then I would go ahead and click on this thing right here and then just hide this element because I don't want that text to actually show up there. And then click done there. That's how you do your logo. When it comes down to this part here, it's really just as simple to change the text. You would just click on this. And I'm going to change this to say, welcome to your new home away from home, like that. Then click done. Put in some different text here as well. Put this right there. Click done. And then I'll click this here as well. Paste this in here. Click done. Same thing here at the very bottom. And this element is currently hidden. So I'm going to click on that and just click show element. And then I will paste this text in there. And just so you know, I'm not actually that fast of a typer. I have all this stuff pre-typed out, and I'm literally just copying it and pasting in here just to show you how quickly it can be done if you have it all squared away. And for my website, I'm doing nothing with houses. Again, this is just with land, and I'm also not renting anything out. I'm just trying to sell stuff. So I would just click this button right here that's sort of in there by default and click on hide element to hide that. And now that's not going to show up. And then I would click this button here and change the text to say view our properties for sale. And then click done. And then for this section right here, you can actually include like videos for your website. So if you had like a really quick introductory video, or if you had a specific property that you wanted to showcase right on your homepage, it's very easy to do that. And all you'd have to do here is click on the actual video itself. Oh, I'm sorry. Click the section of the website outside the video, and then you would take the actual video embed code, which is very easy to pull from a place like YouTube, if that's where you have it hosted, and then just click right there. And once you're done, you would then be able to click this and just watch your video. This video goes on for 2 hours, so we're obviously not going to watch all of that, but it just kind of gives you an idea of what you can do to put a video in there. It's kind of a cool little feature. And then when it comes to changing the pictures, like for example, this one you see in the background here, and then also these kind of pictures that you see down here to the side, this is actually very, very easy to do. And when you do get a nice picture in there, it actually does a lot just to kind of make your website look more unique, because even if there is somebody else out there who is also running a Lead Propeller website, chances are there is no way they're going to have the exact same picture you do. And the picture just has a huge impact on how it looks. And I'm going to show you how that works. There is a website out there called unsplash.com. Unsplash is a website that has all kinds of free images that you can take, and they're all like amazing, very, very high quality images. And it's awesome. It's all open source. You don't have to pay any money for anything. You don't have to attribute anything to these pictures. They're all just donated by professional photographers all over the world, and they look great. So like just for example, I see this one looks kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and drag this to my desktop, and then we're going to take that and put it on our site. So all we would have to do is go back here and then click on this image in the background, and then we're going to click upload an image. And then again, we're just going to take this picture from the desktop and drag it and drop it right here. Just like that. Our new image is right there. And if I didn't like how that looked, I could just take any other image I want. Like let's try this one here, for example. Looks kind of nice. Now we will go back here to this again, upload another image, drop this one in its place. And there you go. Now I've got a totally different look to my site again. So as you can see, it's just a really nice, extremely easy way to put a high quality, unique picture in there without paying anything extra for that. And then you can do the exact same thing down here. Click on this item and then upload image. And then we will go ahead and drop this one in here. And one thing you'll notice here is that Lead Propeller actually tells you that the recommended image size is 640 pixels by 640 pixels. And if you don't do that, like if it's just a rectangular picture like that one was, the circle will actually be a little obscured and turn into more of an oval, which is okay, but it doesn't exactly look right. So I'm gonna actually go in here and change this to a square and see if that looks any better. Let's try that out. Okay, now let's drag and drop this square version right there. And there you go. As you can see, it's now closer to an actual circle. Hopefully that gives you an idea of just how simple it is to make edits there to that home page. And then whenever you're at a good stopping point, all you have to do is go up here and click the save button, and then you can hit preview, and you can see a live version of what your site is going to look like. And if there's anything you want to change about it before you publish it, you can go ahead and do that. Assuming you don't see any major changes you want to make, you just have to go right back to your website editor. So that's where I am again. A couple of the things I want to show you are how you can edit this navigation menu here. So for example, I am not renting houses, so I'm just going to go ahead and click this and just say delete element. That's not going to be part of my website at all. And then where it says homes for sale, I actually want that to say land for sale. So I can just click on that again and then go ahead and change the text here. And when I'm done with that, I just click done. And it's really as simple as that. If I wanted to, I could actually add more pages to this as well, just by clicking this add button. And other types of pages that I could add would be like a blog, or a thank you page, or a 404 page, or a privacy page, or an equal housing page. Any of that stuff is fair game. But in my case, I'm not doing any of that. This is going to be a pretty simple, straightforward website. So one other thing that I'd like to show you is how to create a listing and add pictures and add details, and just show you what that looks like once you get it on your website. To do that, all we'd have to do is go ahead and click save here, and then click done, and then that will take us out of the website editor. And then we would have to go over here where it says add a listing and click on that. And then that's going to take us to a page that looks like this. And it's really just as simple as adding your property information. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you can just stand over my shoulder and watch what I'm doing. And as I think you'll see, it's pretty simple. And then once we've got all that info in there, we can just go ahead and click Save New Listing. Another crucially important aspect of any real estate listing is having good pictures. And the great thing about Lead Propeller is that it makes it very, very easy to get these pictures in here, and then it does an awesome job of displaying them and making them very easy to navigate. So I've got a few pictures here that are already kind of saved and ready to go. So I'm just going to drag those over, and you can kind of see how it works. There we go. Just put them right in there. And then it just loads them for us and makes it really easy. And then we just click on finish. And then that's all we got to do. So let's go back to our website and customize your site again, just to see what this listing looks like. Click on preview, and then we will click on land for sale, and then we can see our listing right here. I actually kind of want to change that picture. I don't think that's the best one, but we can go ahead and click on view details, and it shows you right here what this looks like. You can start scrolling through our pictures, and they look really, really nice. Just a very good representation with big, beautiful images there. And then it shows us our property information. We've got the little headline there, and then our price with our description about the property. And we've got our video that we pasted in there from YouTube. Again, this is just an example, but if you had an actual video uploaded to YouTube, it would be very simple to put that in there and watch that. Again, I'll stop that and move on. Property details, pretty straightforward. You can actually include the owner financing information, and then you can see the contact info here. You can see an actual map of where the property is located. And then also when you go up here to the properties map, it shows, well, I guess this one doesn't show it because it's a fake address, but if you had an actual legitimate address that Google Maps could recognize, it would show a little push pin where that property is, in addition to any other properties that you've got listed. And then one thing I'm noticing here is that I kind of want to change this text here, because again, I'm not doing homes, so I want to stop any references to that and get rid of that as well, and also change this picture. So let's go back into the website editor and we'll take care of that really quick. Let's go ahead and go to the editing page, and we'll go to the for sale page. And then right here, we would just click on this and change this to land we have for sale. And then we would click this, change that to property, easy peasy. And then we would click on this, change this to properties for sale, and then leave that rest of it as it is. Pretty much all we have to change there. So we'll go ahead and click save. Be done here, and then go back to that property listing, click edit, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete this image and then save that. And then now if we go back to just the customized site, click on this again, and then preview our site again, and go back to land for sale. As you can see, that word has changed, that word has changed, the reference to homes have changed, and then we've got the right picture showing up here. And as you can see, it's just a really simple, easy way to create listings that look awesome on a website that looks awesome. It's just very easy to change everything. It's just kind of a naturally intuitive thing where you don't have to know code. You don't have to be a web designer. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have to pay a fortune like I did for my first website. It's really just a click and drag and drop, type in the words you want, and it just does it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. So I just thought this website solution was exactly what the market needed, and it's what I needed when I first started. And now that it's available to me, I'm actually using it. I mean, this is the actual service that I use for my selling website. If you're looking for ease and simplicity, I think it could certainly be a viable option for you as well. And don't get me wrong, there are a ton of other options out there too, and a lot of them are probably feasible for a lot of different uses. So, I mean, don't feel like you have to do this just because I'm doing it. I just wanted to let you know that this is the one that I'm using now, and I've been pretty happy with it so far. And I actually do have an affiliate relationship with these guys as well. So if you decide to use this, and if you use that REtipster promo code when you're signing up, I will get a small commission from that sale. And I thank you so much for your willingness to support the REtipster blog and all the stuff that I'm trying to do here. If you think it's a good fit for what you're trying to do, you know who you are. And if you don't think it's a good fit, I wish you all the best in your search for the right website solution for you. If you have any questions on Lead Propeller and how their service works, feel free to reach out to the folks at Lead Propeller. They have a great support team. They're very good at being responsive and helpful with their feedback. So, feel free to reach out to them, and I'm sure they can help you with your sign up and website development process. So that's all. Thanks a lot for watching, and I wish you all the best in your real estate business.